Now it's time to reflect how some of the papers around the world are covering their headlines. We start with a lot of focus on the man who's just fresh back from a tour of the US and France, where the red carpet was rolled out, the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who's feeling pressure over his government's handling of ethnic violence in the northeastern Manipur region. It continues to get attention in the papers. Our press reviewer Deeptika Laurent is here to take a look.
Well, the Indian state of Manipur has been the site of terrible ethnic violence since May. The origin of the violence stemming from the Kuki's opposition to plans to attribute protected minority status to the majority Maitai community as well. It would essentially give both communities access to better jobs and better education. Now, that violence really culminating in a terrible video last week when things really intensified after a video documenting the naked public parading of two women and the rape of one of them in the state of Manipur. Now, the Times of India today is reporting that a group of opposition MPs say they'll be filing a vote of no confidence, planning a no confidence vote in the days to come in the lower house of Indian Parliament. It would be a largely symbolic move, but one that would force Narendra Modi sort of to talk about this and address the issues. Amidst the pressure, the government itself has said that the Central Bureau of Investigation, basically India's top domestic crime agency, will be looking into those allegations of gang rape and abuse. In what the Times of India calls a breakthrough, authorities have also identified the person who shot that video. The Interior Minister Amit Shah, for his part, has promised a fair and free investigation. Now, one of the big complications with the ethnic violence in Manipur is access for journalists to the region. There's been an internet shutdown, and the government has essentially made it very difficult for foreign journalists to access the area. So reporting on the violence is near impossible. However, a reporter for The Independent, the British daily, has managed to get access inside of Manipur. And in this article, she describes cases of alleged beheadings, of torture. Villagers are reportedly stockpiling weapons and locals training themselves to use guns in what this writer Namita Singh is describing as the war that India does not want the world to see.
It's really interesting. It's been difficult to get anybody on the ground in Manipur, so to get teams there is, they say, worth hearing. Also, a lot of focus, and you've been looking more in depth at this, Southern Europe, parts of the Mediterranean and North Africa as well, burning in temperatures, the fires. We've got almost running out of hyperbole from the UN Secretary General, running out of superlatives, trying to get leaders' attention to say, look, this is not global warming, this is now global boiling.
Yeah, that's right. And that's exactly the focus of the Eye's front page today, Gavin. The world has entered the era of global boiling. It says, quoting Antonio Guterres, the UN Secretary General, who said that, quote, short of a mini ice age in the days to come, July is likely to smash heat temperature records globally. Now, it's also the focus of some of the illustrated press. This is a cartoon from a Dutch cartoonist who predicts that our future in the year of 2043 will look like this: 63-degree heat and travel in Europe that will pretty much resemble something on the moon. We'll all be wearing astronaut suits and have our own personalized air conditioning units. And you see that Pisa here in Italy is essentially now a desert, if you like. Maybe it's a bit apocalyptic, or maybe it is actually a grim glimpse into our reality. I'll let you decide.
There's a market there, whatever it is.
And only time will tell.
Also in the news, we remember maybe Ian Thorpe, the torpedo of the past in swimming. We've got a new hero from France, Léon Marchand.
Yeah, that's right. The 21-year-old Gavin won his third gold medal in the 200-meter individual medley yesterday at the Swimming World Championships in Fukuoka in Japan. He also picked up gold in the 200-meter butterfly. He broke Michael Phelps's record in the 400-meter individual medley. It's why L'Equipe here is calling him Le Roi Léon, or King Léon, or it's a play on words of Le Roi Lion, which is the Lion King in French. Anyway, all eyes now on the new darling of the men's swimming world, ahead of course, the Paris Olympics next year.
Love it. So one star is born, another one is dancing into his 80th year, so Mick Jagger.
That's right. He hosted a party. Well, look, judging from your youthful face, Gavin, I'm guessing 80 is several decades away for you, but I wish that you could... At least six. I wish, however, that you could party just like Sir Mick Jagger did. He just put on an epic party that certainly put paid to the idea that 80-year-olds can't party like they're in their 20s. Jagger invited his closest A-list friends and family, his daughters, his ex Jerry Hall, his current partner, but also stars like Leonardo DiCaprio, who it seems is never far away from a good party anyway. He held this birthday bash at the Embargo Republica Club in Chelsea in London on Wednesday for a birthday bash complete with Cuban dancers and tequila cocktails. His bandmate Ronnie Wood, his bandmate of nearly half a century, was also there in attendance. It was an open bar for guests with chicken and brownies on the menu, with a strange combination there. A cake here that, to be honest, looks like your local bakery made it at last minute. Sir Mick, always true to himself, partied into the early hours of the morning, earning him the title, at least in the Daily Mail today, of Sir Mick Stagger.
Well, 80 is a new 40, isn't it? I mean, you ask any US presidential candidate, they're just warming up. Wasn't it the media mogul Rupert Murdoch said recently at 92, getting married, saying it's time for the second half of his life to start?
That's right, that's right. We're living longer. Why not party longer as well?
We're just starting. Deepika Laurent, our press reviewer. Stay with us here on France 24. We'll be back in about 50 minutes with a full news update.